Giselle is a full-length romantic story ballet. It premiered in Paris in 1841 and has been one of the most beloved of all ballets ever since. In February 2020, the American Repertory Ballet staged their first ever production of Giselle at the new Brunswick Performing Arts Center. This is how the story goes.
Giselle is a peasant girl.
She has a heart condition. She has a very weak heart. Her mother doesn't like when she dances, even though dancing is the thing that she loves more than anything in the world.
Albrecht he's royalty of some sort, and he's going to mix with the kind of the commoners, the peasants.
Giselle is very much in love with who she thinks is a peasant boy.
He goes in kind of romancing this girl, not knowing that in the end he's going to get caught, and he does get caught in his lies.
When she finds out the truth that he's actually a royal and engaged already, her heart breaks.
She is so brokenhearted, she dies of a broken heart.
There's a lot of heavy acting at the end of the Act 1, which I live for. Then the second act is just totally changes the scene, and I am dead.
She's buried in an enchanted forest where at night these willies come back from their graves, and the willies are women who were jilted before they got to the altar.
It's a story of women who die of a broken heart, are like kind of cursed to come out of their graves at night and haunt the forest. And if a man enters the forest at night, they will capture him and make him dance until he dies.
They're stuck in this enchanted realm of just a lot of anger. And Giselle's not like that. So when Albrecht comes into the forest, it's her love and her compassion and her forgiveness for him that saves him.
He goes to a graveyard to mourn her death, and the willies come out to make him dance to his death. And it's kind of her grace, her mercy on him, her love for him that saves him in the end.
She successfully keeps him alive until dawn, and when dawn happens, that's when all the willies go back into their grave, and he is saved because he has not died yet.
That's one reason why the ballet, I think, has transcended time and is so different from your traditional fairy tale where the prince saves the princess at the end. It's her strength and her love that ends up saving him.
The most beautiful part of the ballet, but also the most tragic part, is when she floats into her grave at the very end, leaving him with a single flower. If you saw us at the end of our run through today, just everybody in the front row, just like tears down our faces.
A week before opening night, the cast of Giselle joined the artistic team for On Point, part of American Repertory Ballet's Community Enrichment Series. Ian Hussey danced the role of Albrecht in his last season with the Pennsylvania Ballet. Aymara Cabrera, director of the Princeton Ballet School, danced the role of Giselle with the National Ballet of Cuba. Julie Diana Hench danced Giselle at the San Francisco and Pennsylvania ballets. Joining them is José Manuel Carreño.
Ballet superstar and a legendary presence, and we're so grateful to have you here. No, you raise your eyebrows, but it's so true.
José danced the role of Albrecht with London's Royal Ballet, New York's American Ballet Theatre, and others. For each, Giselle holds a special place.
I think for every dancer is one of the greatest piece. I mean, it's a love story. It's a lot of drama and it's a lot of acting.
José is retired from dancing, but for this production of Giselle, he's brought his experience and talent to coach the young dancers of the American Repertory Ballet.
He gave us very simple suggestion, yet that changed a lot of, dynamic of acting. And for my dancing in the second act, he would just say simply, leg and arm.
The great thing about José is that he's really saying, put words behind everything that you're saying, so that even though you're not actually talking, verbally speaking, you're still getting the message across.
It's like a masterpiece. It's technically demanding, but I think the most difficult for us as artists is how deep we can get into the role, how we can touch the audience.